What's up, YouTube? So this is the part 2 video of the Xbox original debug kit shown right there. And this is the video showing you about all the things that, not all the things, but some of the things it can do. So we'll fire it up here. Turns on just like a normal console would. You can hear it booting up just as the regular retail consoles do. It'll take a second here for black screen to go away, and there's the launcher. So you'll notice it says XDK launcher up there in the corner, and renamed the console for all intents and purposes of this video. Named it YouTube 2012. There's the dash if anybody's curious. That's 5849.1, which is the very last debug XDK launcher that was released anyway to developers, and this will show you how much memory I have. That's out of 8 gigabytes, so I've got plenty of crap on here. A bunch of useless stuff, really, but it's cool. So I'll just show you all the little apps and stuff like that. So there's Audio Console app. That's on pretty much all XDKs, either 360 or original. Avalanche, which most people know what it is. Breakout is a homebrew. CDX involves with some more demos. Excuse me. And we have the Dolphin Classic and Dolphin Demo, which there is a difference. I'll show you those in a little bit. Doom, that was ported over. Some other applications. Here's the fan speed and chip temps thing again. Gamepad, which is a really cool, it's kind of a neat little program here. I'll show you real quick. This is just another sample. It basically shows the controller and how sensitive it is. So if I barely touch the thumbstick, you can kind of see it wiggling there. And then you can certainly see like how the controller reacts to it. And so it just twirls the stick around. It basically shows like how hard you push the buttons. So I'm pushing X or A, and it'll show which direction you're pointing. You're pushing everything. It's kind of cool. So we'll reset that. It's just another sample. It's kind of neat on some of these older consoles. That doesn't come on the 360, obviously, because it's an original console controller there. So we'll just wait for it. So going down here, this is kind of a neat thing that I have on here. This is a Halo Combat Evolved, the very first original Halo game, but it's got a debug in-game menu you can access to basically to pull up debug modes, otherwise known as cheats, and do different things like having vulnerability or super jump and all kinds of other things. It's pretty neat thing. Some more emulators, some different dashboards. Playfield is another sample. It's pretty plain. I'd show it to you. It's pretty boring. It basically is just a football field, and for whatever reason, it's a golf ball being tossed in the football field, which I don't completely understand why that's the case. But this is kind of cool. It's called Revolt. Let me see if I can get the glare out of there. Revolt. It's kind of like a car game, and I believe it was a prototype. I'm not certain. I don't think it was released though. It's not bad. It's kind of rough a little bit. It freezes up in places, and there's other things that happen, that just graphical errors that are pretty obvious that they weren't intended. Let's see. I'm trying to get the glare out of the shot there. These are just, if you don't know what Surreal 64 is, go look it up. It's the coolest emulator ever. Some other things here. XPMC. There's the retail dashboard. I'd go to it, but it really isn't anything to show in the video. It basically is the retail dashboard. It's exactly the way the retail dashboard was. It's not different like the black console was in my last video. It's just the regular deal. So that's it. I'll show you XPMC. It's kind of a neat little thing that I wanted to show in the video here too. And this has got the MC360 skin, and so it looks like the 360 bladed dashboard, which I think is kind of a neat thing. And while that's going on, I've got it programmed to where it'll flash the LEDs all crazy ass. So that's kind of it's a neat little thing to see on a debug console, or any console for that matter. It'll do this on any soft modded console as well if you can get XPMC on your console. And we'll go to Shutdown, and that will allow us to reboot the Xbox. And when I reboot it, the LEDs go back to normal. So the last thing that I want to show is a pretty neat little thing that, hi YouTube, basically that no one seems to know some people know exist, and others have known it and just forgotten it. So what I'm talking about is that a debug console has always been said not to play retail discs. Now this is true for the Xbox 360 for 360 games, and it was initially the same for the original Xbox console. The debug console would not play retail games. It's not the case though. So this console has never been opened. As you saw in my last video, the warranty seals are intact. However, it does have a software mod. It looks just like an XDK, and nothing in that sense has been altered. However, there has been a single file added to it, and this enables it to do something pretty neat. So, I'm going to open the disk tray, and I'm going to pop in a retail version of Halo 2. Just to show everybody here, this is a legitimate OEM Microsoft manufactured copy of Halo 2. And you can see the little reflective thing there, so you know it's not like some crappy copy or anything like that. This is a legitimate retail disc. This is anything that you can go get at GameStop or eBay or whatever. And so I'm going to put it in the disc tray. I'm going to turn the camera here so you can kind of see both. There you go. So I'm going to push the disc tray in. And on the screen, it's still in there. I don't know if I'm able to show you both here for very long, but we'll definitely try it. So I don't want anybody complaining in the comments saying that this is not the case. This is absolutely doable. So on the original Xbox console, it would normally just start loading the game up. On here, you have to actually go look for it. So what we're going to do is we're going to scroll down, and as you can see, Halo trained and Halo XDK were here, but Halo 2 is not. And just look at the amounts here. I told you that I only had 8 gigabytes, and I only had 2931 left on megabytes. That's almost 4.5 gigs. So this is off the disk. So what I'll do, I'll show you here. I'll do one of those. I'm going to turn the camera back around because you're going to be looking at it on your side the whole time if you do that. And as you can see, it's booting it with no problem. So, and the game is completely playable. So I'll just go to default. And I'm not going to make the video about me playing Halo, but I could start a campaign if I wanted to. On normal, the whole deal, and the whole game will boot up. So that's pretty much it. I'll just eject it here now so you can kind of see, and zoom back out here. You'll see the disk tray open on the bottom, and you'll see it go back to the XDK loader. There it is. So it's not impossible. This is very possible, and it's extremely easy to do. You can do it with any debug console. Well, any of them, except for apparently this black one. And this one, I added the file to it, and it allowed it to play some of the homebrew apps and different modified apps like XPMC. However, anytime I put a disk in this one, black screen, won't do it. So I would say that for any debug that looks like this, this profile will do it. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh, I was going to show you one more thing. I'll show you that dolphin thing. So everyone's seen this. So this is just Dolphin that swims around in a circle. It shows you the frames per second. It's on a lot of the Xbox original debugs. It's on a lot of the 360s initially. Some developers don't. I don't know what's going on with Zoom there. Some developers don't like it, so it'll be deleted off the system. So sometimes it's hard to find. But I have it on this one. It's about as interesting as you're seeing right here. It's a dolphin that swims around in a circle, and that's about it. So I'm going to reset that here. And just for anybody that's wondering how I'm resetting it, on the original console, you would just squeeze down both triggers and then this black button at the same time. And that'll reset a lot of the XDK applications. It won't do it with any emulators, but I found that a lot of the homebrew games will do it. So that means that if you have homebrew on your soft mod, and you're wondering about, is there any way to return the dashboard without having to get up and reset the console? There is. Just try that. Try squeezing back down the left trigger, right trigger, and black button, and it will work. So we'll go to Dolphin Demos now, which is a little bit different. And this one follows the Dolphin. So it follows it through the ocean. It's a lot different. I've not seen a video on this at all. And this is the only console I have it on. This is not something that I put on here. This is something that came with it. And it's got the frames per second here, which are a significantly lower amount of frames per second on the other Dolphin. And it's called Dolphin instead of Dolphin Classic. And it says to hit A to return. However, when I hit A, it doesn't do anything. It does nothing. So I've got to reset it using that same method with the 2 triggers and the black button. And it kind of like wigged out there for a second, but so that's pretty much it. That's the XDK launcher on the Dash 5849.1 on the original Xbox Debug Kit in the crystal clear green Halo styled shell. And as soon as we get into focus, we can wrap the video up. There we go. I don't know what's going on with my phone today, but so that's pretty much it, YouTube. If you have any questions, comments, please leave them. Becoming a lot more not lazy about answering back questions, so feel free to ask me anything you need to, and I will go as I'll help you out as much as I possibly can. So anyway, thanks for watching. Enjoy.